Okay, back on Chelsie Dagger and back in Dark Age Camelot on Phoenix server. Um, I am going to run the ad break now so that we can skip pre-rolls for the next half hour. So since there's nobody on, it shouldn't affect anybody, but it'll keep anybody who doesn't have a sub from having to watch ads for half an hour at least. So here goes. Now, since I am recording this, I'm just going to keep going here. Oh, I didn't do a check to see how many people are on. Well, lots of mid-stealthers, not very many albs, and more hibs than albs. Looks like there's a fair amount of mids on. Actually, there's more mids than there are hibs, and there's more hibs than there are albs. Why exactly, I don't know, but that seems to be the thing lately, is that nobody's playing Albion. Now, it might be that because Hibernia took took out Strength Relic the other day, that people are just not coming here because, well, they're abandoning the sinking horse and leaving it up to somebody else to go and take it back. Task, not Trask, task. Realm. 12 seconds on the ad there. It's currently in Yamplin Mountains for the next half hour or so. Okay. So I always have to warm up to this girl. Because I'm playing too many characters and because I don't just play her, which I probably should do for a while. Mostly I play her, though. Go to Neros. That looked like a good fight. I don't know who Teneros is, but that was an Elf Barun, so presumably a well-equipped character and, you know, experienced and everything else. Maybe it was a second fight or something. I don't know. Not to insult Tuneros, because I don't know them. Okay, the ad break is done. We can't run another one, so that's okay. And I suppose I might as well go to Yamplin Mountains if there's nobody around the docks area here. Hello, Frog. There's a thing I haven't checked. Right, okay. Okay. I'll try Yamplin Mountains. I'll stand here for a second while I figure out which one I want again. Lid. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. Yeah. I'm not fighting you right now. I could have, I suppose. hello. Hello, how you doing today? How's it going? And welcome. Where are we here? Right there. And we could jump right here or on the far side. What? Oh, no. I want to jump past here. Right. Oh, you got your troll fixed? No longer a troll, now a dwarf? Happy? That must have cost a bit. Bounty points, you said, right? So you had to do a lot of bounty point earning? Oh. Yeah, 50K. I have 36 here. So I don't have anybody I need to change species on, but, you know, if I wanted to, it's going to be a bit of a path still. Is that a stone you buy? I mean, could you... excuse me, could you just buy the stone from somebody or something off the vendors? Ah, okay, right. So you could, in fact, get 50K, not needing to switch a character, buy the stone, stick it in your inventory, and just have it there for when you did need it. Or get it and sell it. Wonder what it sells for. What do they sell for? Come on. Thank you. Because if they sell for enough, then when I get to 50K, I'll just buy one and put it on a vendor. Wow. No, probably not. But wow. Right up over the edge there. So how was mid today? Was it busy? Lots of people? Seems like there's still a lot of mids on right now. Dwarf. Hensley. Zergy, right. Keep moving. There it is. Okay, and I should put that on, and I didn't. Yeah, and there's a light across the room I should put on too, and didn't. I had this checklist all built up, and it took forever to build it up and get everything in the right order so I wouldn't forget anything, no matter what I'd been doing. And it was a pretty good checklist. And of course it was on my iMac when the hard drive crashed. So I got to start all over again. Not that there's as much stuff to do as there was before. It's better here. Better being on a PC. Come on. I should probably be running in circles around this instead, right? There we go. We have 70 albs, 80 mids, 86 hibs, 235 total on the frontier. And there's 467 total on, so that means that there's, what, over 200 somewhere else. PvEing or just standing on a pad somewhere or something, I guess. Or leveling up. Should be right out here, right? That right there, in fact. Nice and exposed. This is so much easier when you're on a lurricane. And you are the same width as the pole. What the fuck is wrong there? What? I'm just dying there and I'm not fighting. What the hell? I couldn't have been stunned the entire time. Oh crap, I know what's wrong. You can do this now. 3 or 4 times. There, problem fixed. Maybe I should just give up and go to bed. Well, see, I have my lovely left-handed controller, which I do love. It's much easier on my arm. The only problem I have is with my right arm, and that could probably be fixed by a better mouse, and maybe not playing games so much for a bit. But when you have the left-handed controller running, and you have the program, or sorry, you have the character set for a different game and not specifically for Chelsie Dagger, then when you try and do stuff, it doesn't do those things. It does other things because the programming is somewhere else. That is fixed now. Next time, I should actually fight when I want to fight, instead of it telling me I can't take a potion, which is what it was doing. It's been well, I can't say a busy day, but a busy day. And I'm evidently somewhat brain dead. Yeah, it was actually set for City of Heroes, which is, I mean, there's not too much City of Heroes. It's awesome. You should really try it. I know you don't like PvE, but it can be really challenging. And if you find it's one of the few games I've seen where if it's too easy and you're bored, you can just go to an NPC and up the difficulty, and everybody you fight will either be higher level than they were, and you can crank them up so that they're like 6 levels higher than you, or there'll be more of them, or both. And that's quite slick. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. I am not buffed. And that is not up. Thank you. And I'm sure there's probably still nobody here, but I'll go take a look on the bridge first. Daenerys again, who is always an armsman. That's why he slaughtered that guy so heavily. Unfortunately, my arm is still bugging the crap out of me. Lots of death spam and Emin Macha. What's happening there? Oh, we're taking keeps. Cool. I can go to Emin. Oh. Actually, I'm trying to convince Bosk that he should try City of Heroes. I'm part of a, well, it's not a guild, it's a super group, but I'm part of a super group that's real life friends here, and they're all actually pretty good players. So it's a lot of fun. I don't know if I could peer pressure the man. He has a very strong gene for I don't give a damn. Funny thing is, I haven't seen him in 20 years, probably. He was a really good friend at university. Really, really nice guy. Extremely smart. Just brilliant. But then I've had a lot of brilliant friends. Yeah. Yeah. I actually made a... Well, I've got multiple characters over there. But I actually made a Chelsie Dagger over there, too. Class called a Stalker. So she's still a stealther, and she's still using 2 weapons. But no poison. Still fun, though. Okay. Thank you. Actually, the one thing I would really like to do is convince actual Kevin to play some game other than No Man's Sky. Because basically he hasn't. I mean, he makes inappropriate sort of comparisons to No Man's Sky to situations here. And I'm sure he has absolutely no idea what's going on here when he watches. Also a really brilliant guy. I mean, truly genius level. But not a gamer. I mean, that's his game. He's played it for 5 years. He knows how that one works. But he's never played an MMO. I bet you he's never played a real-time strategy game. And I think it would be funny as hell to see him play something that took him way out of his comfort zone. Oh, have some more people out there. Hello. Yeah, I mean, he played arcade games and stuff when we were in university because they existed. And I'm sure he played one or two computer games ages and ages ago, but really nothing at all other than that recently. Unless you want to get into a fight with him and call Microsoft Flight Simulator a game. Because he was very big into that. But he was very big into that, not to, you know, can I take a 747 and do a barrel roll with it? But how do I learn to take off from LAX and land in Topeka, Kansas? And, you know, check the weather and make sure you're above it and make sure all your gauges in the right spot and that you come in at the right level. And yeah, he was all into the detail of that, more as a flight simulator, not a game. CSS Counter-Strike? Yeah. Not my intro game, but I played a lot of Counter-Strike for a while there. I do not flight sim. I used to play an old game. What was it called? Basically, it was a World War One. Like Red Baron or something. It was a World War I flight simulator, and I played that a lot. I liked it. You got me. Second stun. Who was that? Hambone. Don't know Hambone. Yeah. There used to be a World War I aircraft game that was in a book. I've still got one of the books around here somewhere. Unfortunately, it takes 2 of them to play it, and I don't think I have 2. But you would start on a page and look up a page. Oh, hello, Hambone. There you are. How you doing? Yes. And you got me with a stun there that just was game over. That was fun, though. I don't care. That was fun. Now, I got to do my due diligence here. Make sure that everybody gets all the poisons they deserve. So anyway, there was this World War I game where you look pages up and you would say, I go to page 27, and the other guy would look at 27 on the bottom of his, and it would say, go to page 168, and you would take the number that he gave you, and you would go to that page, and it would show you your relationship between your positions, just as drawings, by flicking back and forth through the book. Somebody did some very clever math to figure that out. Somebody took that and programmed it on a VAX mainframe as ASCII graphics. And you would just pick an arrow that showed the way you were moving your plane, and it would do all the interspersed stuff there. And you could have, I think, 16 people in a fight doing that. And that's the very first computer game I played. I don't know if it ever went beyond the university that I was at. But it was great because I'd already played the book game. I don't know what the first popular title I played was. Probably King's Quest, Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. It was. And then for MMOs, it was... well, really EverQuest. There was another one before that that was a 2D sort of MMO thing that I can't remember the name of that I tried, but I didn't really play it much. So EverQuest, then Dark Age of Camelot, then Star Wars Galaxy, City of Heroes, City of Villains, Shadowbane. I think there was one called Ragnarok, or Ragnarok Online or something. And World of Warcraft. The second Star Wars one that they came out with, and didn't play that much either, didn't like it. And the Star Trek Online. Yeah, tons of them. Oh, really? I don't think it got huge distribution. I'm in a reasonable sized city here, and there's 2 universities and a college here, so lots of university age students and things like that. So there was lots of game stores and things. But I mean, I pre-ordered a copy, and I know that all the copies, the store I went to, all the copies they had sold. Mostly in pre-orders, and I think they had like 3 left over, and one was taken by somebody with staff, and the other two sold like day one from somebody who couldn't get in on the pre-order thing. But it wasn't a lot of copies. Wow, my computer just announced it has an update and halted everything. Yeah. Three very large trolls. Cool. I'm sure you're glad that happened. I sure am. I mean, I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy who told me about it, the Disney guy who told me about it, did me a massive favor. Because, yeah, I absolutely love this. Yeah. Yeah, I love doing that stuff. It never works out. I mean, there's a reason why say Dwarf Rune Master is what people make. There's a reason for that. Because it's actually the best choice. Or Cobalt Spirit Master or something like that. Probably doesn't matter as much there. But there's a reason for all that stuff. And I should check the task. Still Yamplin for 3 minutes. Not worth going over there. But it still doesn't mean I don't want to try something strange. Because I usually do. Yeah, I believe they can. Yeah? Think so. See, if there was only one of you, I'd take you on, but 3 is just pointless. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can be a Norse Rooney. I know you can be a Dwarf Rooney. What just happened there? Somebody took over something, but... Guard tower. Spire. Guard tower, right? Okay, so it's just a guild taking it. Oh, they took the tower. I thought they'd had the tower already. I guess it had flames on it and I didn't see it. No? See, now I want to know. I have a Rooney. He's not very high level, but I have one. I did try it again. It was rune carving, and I bet you nobody wants a rune carver these days. It's probably all sup or get out, right? Okay, back to Yamplin, whatever. Actually, back to Duncrauchen. Depends how. It's kind of too bad they can't edit everything. Hello, Sleepy Darth. How you doing? Welcome back. The problem with Sup Rune Master is it's boring as hell. Maybe they've changed stuff since I last played one, and it's been, over a decade. But I played my Rooney on live as a Sup for a while there. And I mean, it was useful to do that, but it wasn't interesting. At least not to me, anyway. Rune carving, at least you get the big zots. And there's some specs that just do not work in RBR at all. Case number 1, Summoning Spirit Master. No, useless. As useless as you can get. Oh yeah, where's the task now? Penning, of course. It's amazing how how much flavor a class can have. I don't know if I can use flavor that way or not, but I mean that there's just a combination of the capabilities that they've been given and the way they work and everything else that can make it really interesting to do stuff. Like whatever classes there are out there that can debuff their own damage. Stuff like that. Not very many of them, I'm sure. And stuff like that where you can leverage something to make it more interesting. And some of it are really just dry as dust for a lot of people, or at least for me anyway. Oh, right. They added stuff, didn't they? Okay, that might make it a bit different. Is the baseline nuke in suppression? If it's in sup, at least then when you spec up in sup, you're gonna reduce your variance or whatever, right? Do better damage. Right. Okay. I said hi there, Sleepy Darth. And didn't say anything more than that. How are you doing? Have you been playing today or? I am more or less fully templated. Here. What am I looking for here? There. I am capped on strength, capped on con, capped on dex, capped on quickness. Those don't matter. One under on thrust, capped on crush, capped on slash, capped on heat, 3 under on cold, which is a weakness, capped on matter, capped on, no, 1 under on energy, 1 under on spirit, and capped on body. So I am occasionally going to take a few percentage points more damage than I should, potentially, but I didn't spend 100 plat doing it. I didn't keep track of it, but I think that it's more like, I think it cost me about 19 plat or something like that. So expensive, but not the end of the universe, which is good because I got so many bloody characters that I'm trying to play. That I wouldn't be able to play any of them if I was still working to cap one of them. So it's pretty close. I do have a few items that would normally be obtained by feathers, which I bought. So that's some of that too, is that I bought that stuff. And I had the advantage of having PNA here willing to do the spell crafting for me. And that was a major boost as well. For which I've said thank you many times, but I'll say thank you again. He's done me endless favors with that sort of stuff. Wow, there's somebody out here as a necro. And evidently no enemies. So yeah, I'm more or less capped. My Ranger is templated. My Infiltrator's templated. My Savage is templated. My Necro's templated. My Champion is. And who have we forgotten? The Shadowblade isn't even 50 yet. He's 46.5 or something. And apparently they're bad for cost to template. And I know I'm missing stuff because I got 10 characters on the go right now. And that wasn't 10 of them there. I'm realm rank 5L2 and 48% of the way to L3. Hello, the Bosk. But thank you for increasing my viewership by 1. Hope you're doing well up there in the interior. Good. Good. Going well down here. Except I got my butt kicked a couple of times and not kicked any butt yet. If the virtual gods are listening, I wouldn't mind the opportunity. Probably not going to get it here. Although you'd think there'd be people here. Thank you. Sure. Have a good evening. Oh, is it down low? Or do you not have... Oh, hey. I did that. I fixed that. What's it gone and done here? That should give you game audio. It should have given you game audio already. And that went about the way it thought it would go if people turned around and didn't keep going the other way. Oh well. There's somebody here named AFK Josh. Thug's Life. No problem. I do remember playing some game. Might have been EverQuest, I can't remember. Where, you know, just a pickup group. And we had finally gotten a hold of a healer and they had AFK in their name and that wasn't very reassuring. Okay, buff, buff, buff. Dole out the poisons. This is all a mass conspiracy by the poison merchants, I think. Hello, Berserker87. How you doing? Thanks for dropping by. We did all the things. We did not do all the things. We clicked on her, but she didn't do her job. I'm doing fine. I'm having a great day. I am not winning most of my fights. The The first one I screwed up by having the wrong setting on my left-hand controller here, which really didn't help. It was set to a character from a completely different game, which doesn't really help. Can we redo those? We can. There. But I fixed that problem. Voila. The green cup, which really doesn't work very well with green screen on your camera, which is deliberate and why I use it. And yes, I have my coffee, and it has the appropriate sweetener. Okay. Okay, I should probably look at what's happening in local politics. Unlike the other day, we seem to own everything here. But... oh, I wonder, actually, if this is not just Al futzing around, taking a few keeps because, you know, you do that sort of thing, but actually trying to make an effort to take back our missing relic, because didn't the Hibs get it? Yeah, our strength relic is in Dunlead. And I know we just leave the thing lying around, but I figure that probably Albs might want it back, right? And I guess it means that's doing, what, 5% less damage for me on melee attacks, right? As a strength relic. So, already suffering the disadvantage of actually not being a very good infiltrator player and being slow to learn. I also have a percentage disadvantage there. Why did I come here when it's Pennine Mountains right now? That was dumb. I should go to Pennine Mountains. What the hey? I mean, admittedly, people will be coming in on the boat, but why not start off there? Ooh, I would think you might want to ask PNA more about that, because for RVR, I wouldn't say that the Necromancer is a great choice. I think you're fighting an uphill battle there, but for farming, it's an awesome class. I really enjoyed it, and I plan on RVRing with mine, but it's going to be pathetic. But what would you think, PNA? For solo RVR caster, Kabbalist, Sorcerer. Sorcerer, you get a lot of kick butt abilities, right? And if you want to stretch the definition of caster, you could include Minstrel. What would you suggest for Berserker there for a solo and RVR caster class? I mean, Kabbalist is fairly decent, isn't it? Like in both PvE and... Okay. Yeah, that's why I said Minstrel. For Minstrel, you do have some spells. You're not quite a caster. But you do have speed, you can have pets, and you can have stealth, and you've got a lot of flexibility there. No? Okay. Theurgist? I don't personally see the attraction to Theurgist, but lots of people love it. So it's it's got to have its good side too, right? And I'm just missing it. On the other hand, I don't know how well a Theurgist can do on their own. Alba's pretty... Mini's fun. I like Minstrel. I have one. I just don't have her templated. That's kind of why I rolled up the Necromancer, so that I could theoretically make money, but then I keep spending it on this girl. But Minstrel's fun. Have you played the game before, or are you new to it? Have you simply never played Alb and you've played like all Hib all the time, or all mid all the time, or something? Long time ago, yep. Well, lots has changed on live, but here on Phoenix, it is kind of like going back in time a little bit. But if it's been long enough, then it's practically like a brand new game, right? So I would think Minstrel's not a bad choice. If only because it's fairly easy to level up because you get the speed, and the other songs that you get. But the speed is handy for getting from point A to point B. You can have pets, and it's pretty flexible, and it's necessary for groups. At least certainly popular for groups. I don't remember when the next PvP event is happening. It's not for weeks, I think, right? But they will be having a PvP event where you can basically level to 50 in one day. Pretty easily. It's a little draining, but you can do it. It's draining for me, anyway. I thought it was just a fixed schedule, like it cannot happen sooner than 6 weeks. And because there's so much demand for it, it's almost guaranteed that the NPCs will be fully stocked to make it happen. Sure. Oh, there's the pole. Yeah, sure. Sure. And I'm being lazy and letting other people do it. I don't... I do want to do it again. I do have more characters I want to level up, I guess. Yeah. Okay, let's check for other stealthers. Not yet. Fizzies. Are you sure you want to play Albion and not one of the other realms there, Berserker? I mean, not that I'm trying to discourage you. Albion's fine. But if you had your heart set on a caster, going to Hibernia might give you a lot of options that you could try out too. And casters are very strong in Hib. Hell, even their assassins are casters. After a fashion. Yes, you could go Berserker in Midgard. Speaking of berserkers, is Casimir a berserker? No, he's probably a warrior or something. Oh, you guys didn't see me. That's cool. Somebody else will. But what the hell? Earn my points if nothing else. Yeah, stealth is pretty good. Infiltrator stealth is, well, okay. Anybody who's capped, it should be the same. It's easier to cap on anything on an infiltrator, probably. There, did that one. Yeah. You might want to go just try a couple of classes in each realm and just see what catches your eye. There are so many classes, and there's so many really good ones. Like on Hibernia, my champion, I never expected to like champion, but I thought I'd try it because I never played it at all. And I absolutely love my champ. He's awesome. I haven't actually played any of the hip casters in 15 years. So I'm out of touch on them. I find I mostly like melee characters, actually. I'm not quite sure why. Why am I going that way? That is not the way I wanted to go. I think I'm thinking of a different zone. The hibcasters are probably going to have the most flexibility. The midcasters are actually, they're all pretty good. But I don't know if they're as good as the hib ones. Okay, the other way you might consider would be that was close. A bone dancer in Midgard. I don't know how well they do in RVR. I certainly see them out here. As a matter of fact, I can check that. Let's just take a casual look. Server info. Right now, the most popular casters on, and this doesn't mean anything, they could all be PvE, not RVR, are Necromancer, Bone Dancer, then Enchantress or Enchanter, Animist, then Kabbalist, then Eldritch, Mentalist, Sorceress, and Rune Master. So it's hard to say what role those people are in, and we don't know what level they are. They could be leveling up and be low level and stuff like that. But for RVR and easy mode, Bone Dancer might be a good option, I would think, for Midgard. I'm not sure what you'd say for Hibernia. Probably Enchantress. Animist. Yeah, Animist is... It's really busy, eh? But... Oh, hello. Thank you, yes. I suppose I could have vanished out of there. That's what I get for chatting, isn't it? Not that I care. Yeah, Animist is another one I haven't tried. Oh, it's bloody Tulpian again. I don't mind being killed by different people, but I hate being killed by the same person repeatedly. I don't think I've ever killed them. I have a suppression bone dancer that is very straightforward. It's not complex at all, but fairly powerful because it relies on life taps. I'm sure that by the time you make it to 50, it's also fairly good for farming. Not great, but fairly good. Good for Midgard. And you can, if you're sup, you have life taps, so you're taking away other people's hit points and taking them yourself. And then you also can have a main pet who does some damage, is not great, but not bad, and healer pets, which will heal you and the main pet. So, I imagine Bone Dancers have probably pretty good survivability as a solo caster that way. If you go to Hibernia, they all have stun as a baseline ability, I believe, at least most of the casters, if not all of them. And that can be really handy too for survivability, right? If you get attacked by somebody and you don't think you can do it, you can stun them and run away. Or stun them and while they're stunned, zot them down with your spells or whatever. So Animist is a weird caster. You're not running around killing people so much as you are running to a spot, setting up a pile of pets, and then you are a death trap for people. At least that's the spec I've seen. There are other specs. I'm sure there's one that's all bombers, right? It's all just cast damage. But it's certainly very powerful. And it's a good farmer. Because if you end up with more than one character, you are going to want to template them. If you're going on the frontier, you are going to want to template them. And that is to buy all the right gear to make sure that all of their bonuses that they could have are maxed out so that you have the maximum number of hit points you can get and the fastest cast time and the greatest strength, etc. All your resists are maximized. You're taking the least amount of damage. All those things are really important, and it's more or less necessary to have a farmer, which I have belatedly recognized. Most of the templates on my characters that I have so far have actually, most have been paid for by money that viewers dropped on me by the kindness of their hearts, or maybe out of sympathy. I didn't repoison. Or a little bit from all the money I farmed myself, and a lot of the cost or effort, or whatever you want to say, is actually PNA Playswitch here, helping me out. Other people too, plenty of other people help me, but I've had an awful lot of plat given to me, which is awesome, and at the same time I feel sort of guilty about it too. What are we missing here? That one? No. The other problem is, of course, you're talking to an altaholic. I like so many classes for various reasons in all three realms that I'm not an authority on any one of them, but I have an opinion on lots of them. And then there's lots I've forgotten. But mostly, if you want to know something about a class, then there's usually somebody in chat here that can give you a more up-to-date answer. Nobody here. And yes, given the username of Berserker, you could consider rolling up a Berserker, which is a melee class, not a caster class, but they're quite good. Nope. No, that didn't work well. My love. Killed her before, though. I think I should have hit purge sooner than that. Much sooner than that. Okay, repoison. I really do have to get off my butt and do a whole pile of farming so I can run the mini around, because I know she's going to be fun. Going to be hard, but fun. And that would let me see a different aspect of the game, too. Come on. Go see if we can find my love again. Let me out the gate. Of course, when you're invisible and you're looking for somebody else who's invisible, it's not often that easy. Except that people tend to hang around the dock and the bridge and the foreshore and all that. Actually, while I'm out here, for the stealthers, the ranger is the most common thing on, then Shadowblade, then minstrel. For farming types, necromancer, then bone dancer, then animist is way down the list. Kabbalist is in the middle. For melee types, where is Berserker? Savage is the very bottom of the list. Berserker is not that popular. Okay. Lurk away. I, of course, do not mind. Although that means I have 3 of you lurking out there. Now, Malov. If she stuck around, then up the coast here is the most likely spot after the docks. And then the bridge. If she stuck around. Now, she got me because I didn't have purge up by 12 seconds. Yeah. I will get you the third time if I can do it. But that means it's not up for 4 minutes now. Maybe I should have just lost that without worrying about it. Okay. Repoison. Oh dear. What did we put on there? I need to go talk to the poison merchant. Oh no, I need to go shop is what I need to do. I need some essence of lethargy. Hopefully I can find that without it being too expensive. Because, you know, failing to farm, not making enough money, spending it all on recharges. Won't find it if I don't actually spell it correctly. Wow, somebody actually has the nerve to sell 100 essence of lethargy for 7 plat, and there's other people selling it at 150 gold. I will buy that. Essence of lethargy, where are you hiding? There we go. Buy. Yes. Okay, that can stay there. Essence of weariness. We're going to run out of that soon, too. You don't have any here, do you? No. Which is why I need to go get a house of my own. And... sure, whatever. Buy. Get a house of my own and sell crap so that I can get some of my money back. Okay, so I don't think you can double stack those, can you? No, you can't. Okay, so put that out of the way. Move that up to there, back where it was. The other ones I can get from the merchants. Yeah. Okay. Order. Master Arthur. Doesn't have his job title underneath him for some reason. Okay, so now lethargy, enervating, weariness, infectious, and lifebane, and greater infectious. And we have more lifebane there. So I will have to buy some more infectious and enervating at some point, but that doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna... Well, I guess I can get the enervating now. Where's the poison merchant there? Greater infectious serum. And greater enervating. There. That'll do for a while. Okay, and buff, buff, buff. Multiple hibs. But my target is Melov. Yeah, so I'm slowly working my way up here, but it is going slow, and some of that is, well... Oh, some more folks out there. Hello. Some of that is just due to the time zone that I'm playing. There's just not that many people on. And some of it is due to the class that I'm playing, I guess. Get the messages off my screen. It's a distraction. Almost got overrun there. Go check out the dock again. Actually, look underneath, just on spec, and then come up the other side. Now, as I was saying before to people, part of my problem is I like to play too many alts. And you get somebody like Mallow TV who just got to realm rank 11 as an infiltrator. I guess a week or so ago. A couple of weeks ago, maybe. That takes an awful lot of focus and dedication, which I could learn from, I suppose. I mean, I play Chelsie here more than anybody else. But... Hello, how you doing? You must be up very early. It's only 9:30 here. But hello. How's it going? Hope Melov hasn't buggered off. There are times I envy the Visibles running around at full speed. Come on, Melov. I just want to backstab you. Not too much to ask, right? Now, she liked to hang around the dock and that end of the bridge. I bet. Lots of caffeine. If you have the opportunity, chocolate-covered espresso beans. That's basically what got me through first year university exam season. And second for that matter, but first year mostly. Half a pound of chocolate-covered espresso beans over the weekend, and it's like drinking, I don't know, 32 espressos or something. You're wired. Couldn't do that. Now it'd probably kill me. Well, there you go. Nope. Oh. If you were here last session or the session before, you'll know I've done something to my bloody arm, which is annoying to say the least. I think I need to spend the next money I make off of Twitch. I'm getting a better mouse. I spent the last batch of money that I got off of Twitch on my Razor Tartarus controller. And a new webcam, which is awesome. So I'm trying to fold any money I make back into doing stuff that makes the stream run better. Not that I exactly make a lot of cash. I don't. No, my love. Come on, I should have found you by now. Unless somebody else killed her and she hasn't come back. Ellen Vannon. Eh. I'll go to Ellen Vannon. Don't like Ellen Vannon. There'll probably be loads of fun on the Minstrel, mind you. Glad. Bye. Where did it stick my ticket? I can't stand here all day. Thank you. And hello, Lintworm. How you doing? Okay. Have fun. If you can do that while you're at work. Thanks for coming by. And if you do roll somebody up, next time you come by, tell us what you think. And which realm and what class and whatnot. And maybe somebody can give you a little help or suggestions or whatever. I was going to jump off there and didn't. Should not get distracted by, you know, essential things like talking to the viewers. Yeah, no problem. Like to be helpful if I can. Of course. Now coming off on this side, the wrong one, coming off on this side here, we basically want to go straight over here, don't we? I usually get off on this side, and it's straight out. Oh. Remaining time 34 minutes. Huh, maybe it just doesn't render the flag all that well. Oh well. We've rolled over the 5,300 mark for views. Oh, there's all sorts of people here. Oh, hey, Frog. Go Frog. What are we doing? Dueling here? Yeah, okay. I'm not going to waste Vanish on getting away from them. Don't know if they saw me or not. I think they did, but... Off you go. Yeah, run away. Go fight somebody else. Let me take this flag, and then I've done my bit here, and I don't care if I die. They are going to come back. And they are coming back. Wrong one. Straight across, like that. Yeah, right over there. Okay. Which is, of course, where all the hibs are going. Oh no, good. I mean, I'm sure by the time I'll get there, they'll have done the other flag and come to this one. Oh. Put stuff in my arm today. Didn't help. Or not enough, anyway. I'm confused when I see it like that, because that usually means that there's somebody hanging around here. Because they turned it off. Can't believe that nobody would have claimed it already. So I'm going to get arched to death or something while I try and do this. Unless it resets after a while. Maybe that's what happens. Okay, now, having done that, definitely. If I look at the map here, where am I? If I go straight over that way, I'm heading for the Hib entrance. And we'll cross over. Slash you. Man. For stealthers, which is who I mostly fight, there's 24 people out there. 13 mids and 11 hips. There's only 9 alb stealthers. It's really kind of lame. Yeah, that's the gap I'm looking for. Really quiet. I did try and take my Necro out and RVR with him in the afternoon a couple of days ago, and that really went suboptimally. I think I managed to kill one person, but I probably died 3 times or 4 times for that one, and that's exactly what I expected. And then I thought, oh, I know where there's going to be a siege. I can see the way they're doing things. I went and sat in the keep, and nobody showed up. Necro is not a great RVR class from what I can see. Particularly when you're not very high realm rank. I need to take my guy out during the day when the Zerg is running, though. And just run around with them. Oh, I may have to call this one short too soon. Put some more stuff in my arm. Funny, I like playing stealthers because I can pick and choose my fights. But when I'm on a archery class, I want the stealth from an assassin class. When I'm on an assassin class, I want the ranged ability of a stealth class. Of an assassin, rather. They're both stealth. So this will take me back to Dunkrochen. And it would be nice if I saw somebody I could fight in the meantime, but I don't think I'm going to. I suppose I should check behind me. Bueno. Maybe I'll do my next stream leveling up my Shadow Blade. Or I'll take the mini out, even though she isn't templated, and just see what I can or can't do with a mini. Because for sure and certain, there'll be nobody all the way across here to Dunkrochen, unless I unstealth and run unstealth. Then there'll be lots. I have to rebuff anyway. And I should probably do it again in a minute or two before I get up to the other bridge here. Now, one thing I can do... Here we go again, can we? Nope, 26 more seconds. There was some people. Ten more seconds. Was some people that like to hide on the other side of this wall here and just wait for people to come across the bridge going the other way. And if so, it'd be fun to surprise them. If there's anybody there. There probably isn't. It's happened a few times. Nope. Somebody used to sit right here and I guess jump out on anybody who was coming by. Somebody just took care Arsley outpost. Which isn't showing on the map. That's taken. Bizarre. Oh, no. Somebody has lost control. That doesn't mean it's been taken. That could mean that the guild gave it up. Right. Now, I didn't look to see who owns this. We do. Actually, let's go this way. Now, with any luck, I'll find my love again. And be able to try for third time lucky, since she got me the first time very handily. Second time was closer, but I didn't have purge up, so she had like 6 poisons on me or something. That did not help. Okay, we just took Crimin. Yeah, see, that's looking pretty organized. If we take Bolg and then Ned, then maybe they're going for a relic. I don't think there's enough people on to do that, though. Okay, check the bridge, then the docks, and we'll see. Oh, man. Yeah, I need a better mouse. You are not my love. Pretty sure Melov was here, not... I've been going all over the place, so maybe I screwed up and lost track of where she was. Almost 17 minutes for Alan Vannon. $136 for my participation award. Oh hell, if I don't find somebody on the bridge. Actually, what am I thinking? If I don't find anybody on the bridge, there's Aquileo and a ton of other people, then I should go down to Bolg or something. Because there really isn't anybody around, which sucks. 53 elves, 48 mids, 45 hibs total on the frontier. 9 elf stealthers, 10 mid stealthers, 15 hib stealthers. No wonder everybody's on us. Hibs right now. They got the coin advantage, the RP advantage, and a feathers bonus. I'm not sure how that gets arrived at. Okay. Go run down south. Actually, they were talking about knocking on Bolg. So maybe I should wait till I get down here and then cross over the river and head to Bolg and just see if anybody's inside. That ought to get me to the water there. Oh. So that's the tower there, which we own. Yeah, it really is dead. Thank you, by the way, you folks that are out there still watching me. I appreciate the fact that you're still here, because it's quiet as hell. Mind you, you're probably all lurking and politely lurking to help me, and then off actually doing something interesting. Which wouldn't surprise me at all. I doubt if there's anybody in here either, but I will go take a look. I think it's the corner I want here, isn't it? Yes. Curiously enough, the climb points aren't the same on all the keeps. I'm not quite sure why. Nobody's sitting around. Now, what produces that noise? It sounds like a siege weapon. But I don't think there's anything to shoot at. Is there? It's definitely a siege weapon. Oh, look. This should be a good exit. I'm getting my butt kicked here, mind you. But at least it's an enemy. Did me in. Oh, he was shooting over there at the door or something. Okay. I was trying to figure out why he'd be here. Huh. Okay. Oh well, learn something every day. Wow, are we getting low? There we are. That was something I was going to check. And I don't know what it is. I think that after a couple of hours with nobody out there to fight and not much else to do other than run around looking for fights and not doing very well at doing it, and my arm bugging the crap out of me, I'm going to call this short. I'll be back on Sunday night, and Sundays usually go pretty well. But it's really dead tonight. There's hardly anybody out there and nothing really happening. And I've spent 90% of my time running around looking to try and find anything to fight. So thanks very much, folks, but I'm going to call it a night. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good day, and good luck to your mom at the doctor's. Sorry to hear she has to go anywhere. Have a good night, folks.